Hey there, comic book friends and fiends. It's Rob here in front of the Great Wall of Comics. And I got back from the Berkeley Comic Show, and I might have picked up a handful of books. Let's take a look. All right, so the funny thing was, oh my God, the Berkeley Comic Show, phenomenal small comic book show here in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you're anywhere near the San Francisco Bay Area, I encourage you to take a look, see when they're at. Unfortunately for me, or maybe fortunately, judging by that stack, most of their shows are on a Saturday. And because of Only Slabs, the show that I do on a regular basis here for you guys, I am not able to attend the show. But every once in a while, they do a Sunday show. And when they do, they make a point of calling me out and saying, "Hey, Rob, we're doing the show on Sunday. You best come out." It's this month they put it out or the day after Heroes Con. So I guess that was actually June. And I told them, I said, wow, I'll come out because I've promised I'll come out on a Sunday. But I don't know that I'm going to get too much because I'll have just been at Heroes Con. Well, fortunately for me, I came back from Heroes Con with a little bit of extra money that I hadn't spent all of my budget. So that gave me some budget for Berkeley Comic Con, and I enjoyed it. Now, I don't have any footage for you, but it's pretty simple. It's only comics. It's a high school gym, essentially, or middle school gym in this case, gymnasium, and it's got folding tables set up around the perimeter and in the middle, and there's people set up at it with comic books. That's it. It's simple. It's not huge. It's not crazy, but I still found a way to spend about 3.5 to 4 hours there digging through books. And I picked up a stack. So let's get into it. The first thing I did, of course, when I got to the show was just take a survey of what was up on everybody's wall. I wanted to get an idea. What did people think were the big books that they brought? Because I was in the market potentially for a not a huge book, but a bigger book, and I wanted to get an idea what there was. And then I started digging into smaller books. Right out of the bat, a couple of different vendors recognized me, called me out, beckoned me over. We said hello, etc. And I found myself over at Butler's Comics. And Butler's Comics, a great guy, super friendly. I was able to find a bunch of the Bronze Age horror books I need. So we'll kick it off here like this. We got ourselves some Witching Hour, issue 26. And so he had prices all over the place on this, and I'll tell you in the end what we did on the price here. So don't pay much attention to those. Witching Hour, issue number 40. Oh, this guy stuffed in the clock. Great cover on this one here. Issue 73. Anytime you can get these lovely skeletons. Look at this. You could be in the Superman movie. Of course, we're talking about Christopher Reeve. Ooh, look at that one. 80. Shot him dead. Got him. This one is straight up me. 81. We got ourselves skeletons in a bubble helmet. The Haunted Planet. Right on. Let's see here. We got ourselves issue 82. The night the moon went mad. Yeah. Here we go. Check out this one. There, 85. This is the first time at your new school, son. Have a good day. Then we switched it up. We got some Marvel with some Vault of Evil. Another run I've been working. Actually, I think I was able to finish off my Vault of Evil run here. It's not a huge run, but if I'm remembering right, 4, 5. Driving through the ghost. Zoinks. Issue 22. Something killed him more than 20 years ago. Let's see. Oh, here's issue 9. These are obviously not in order. And that's it. That's the last of the Vault of Evil. So it was great with Butler. I was able to sit there, like I said, most of these are range, $15, $12. There's a couple in here that were 8, and he sits there and he's going through and he's doing mathing, and he goes, okay, I think the total is this, and he hands me the stack to see what I think the total comes out to be, and I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I count the books and I go, all right, I think it was like 11 books here. I'm like, oh, there's 11 books there. So what are we talking about? $110? Let's just go $10 a book. Let's make it easy. And he was like, yeah, okay, sure. So that was easy, simple. We're done. We paid $10 a book for those. It used to be maybe a year or so ago, you were paying $6 a book for some of those. But these days, Witching Hour is one of those runs, the DC horror especially, the prices have gone up on them. People are buying them. Or even mid-grade books because they're fun, they're cool covers, and let's face it, the pre-code horror is just ridiculously overpriced. So yeah, let's see. Then let's see. Also, I went and visited my man Brian, Comic Web. Brian, he's a channel member. A shout out to him. He actually I kind of picked these up at the end of the day, but that doesn't matter. I was able to pick up from him. Let's see. So we got some. Where's Creatures Roam? Issue 8. I think I got these from him. Maybe not. Now I'm thinking about it differently. I think I got these somewhere else. Irrelevant. Anyways, Amazing Spider-Man 111. Some Bronze Age Spidey. He's always good. Believe it or not, I didn't have 110 first given, but now I am. Now I'm a giving bank gang, baby. And then we got issue 109, Enter Doctor Strange. So some nice, really early post 100 ASM books for the run. Now these two I know for certain I picked up. Well, God, I'm all confused. I know I picked this one up from Brian Comic Web, the Rocketeer Adventures. Great book. Dave Stevens book, obviously you see 1982 corner. Betty Page. Awesome. Love the Rocketeer books. And I picked up another copy of Pacific Presents The Rocketeer. This is the first series featuring the Rocketeer. His first appearance, of course, was over in Star Slayer, but this would be his first series. And of course, we also got Steve Ditko's The Missing Man. So I figured it never hurts to have another copy of that. What the hell? One of the great vendors. I mean, I went hog on one vendor. He must have bought, from what I can tell, he bought out a collection of us from a retail store. And so he had some books up on a wall. None of them were like major books, $30 book, $40 book, whatever, a few things like that. But he had boxes and boxes and boxes, just tables full of boxes of comics. And it just said $5 everything. Great. So he bought a collection from a store. He doesn't care what it is. It's $5 a book. Go for it. And then he'll probably eventually go down. And when that dwindles down to some, he'll reduce the price like 2 for $5 or something. It's a great way to get rid of books in stack. Well, I found a huge stack of Captain America books. So most of these are for my PC. There's a couple that I'll probably find a duplicate or something here and there, and I'll end up putting them into the giveaway bin. But this is what I picked up for me. We'll start off with Captain America 143, Power to the People. I don't know who it is, but it can't be him. It's not possible. We've got ourselves issue 156, the old Cap fighting Cap action. But which one's the real Cap? I don't know. Oh no. We got Cap 160. Call him Solar. I've harnessed the power of the sun. Nothing can stop me. Nothing. Here we got ourselves Captain America and the Falcon, issue 168. Who is the Phoenix? Well, he turns out to be like Baron, whatever. I don't know. I almost said Baron Munchausen. That is definitely not it. Captain America 178. Where is Captain America? He's gone missing on the back of a package of carton of milk. Let's see here. Oh, nice Red Skull cover in Captain America 184. Keep away, Captain, or the woman dies. There's no way I can reach her in time. I just missed the dialogue on covers. That's what I missed today so much. Oh, God. Danger in a dark dimension. And if this is wild, wait till you see the sense-stunning story. I don't know why I put an evil laugh on that one. Let's see here. War and an alien invasion at the Alamo 2. Cap 203. Captain America 204. Crushed by the unliving enemy. Agron walks the earth, and with each step, I get stronger. How about 205? There's no way to fight this thing. Then the city is doomed. Doomed. I'll get you next time, Gadget. Oh, wait, wrong Doom. That's Claw. Never mind. Captain America and the Falcon trapped in the domain of the swine. The prison of death in 206. So we got ourselves a little run going. A lot of crazy. No, we're beating. Jeez, we're beating a man who's strung out. We got other guys in the background all strung up. Jeez, Louise, something's going down. Let's see. Ooh, we got Tiger the Swine. They hunt the most dangerous prey of all, superhero. So obviously being hunted. And let's see here. We got ourselves some 208 in the River of Death. In the River of the Death. I go napping in my sleep. No. Captain America 220. Some more Captain America fighting Captain America. You're good, Captain America. A human fighting machine. But you've met your death and tackled the Colossus. Amadroid. Ameridroid. Ameridroid. Oh, it says? Yeah, Ameridroid. That's what America needs, is an America droid. Speaking of which, we got the Living's Monumental Menace as the statue of Abraham Lincoln finally gets up to knock one out. Let's see. We got ourselves Cap 226. You are the super soldier no longer. Your strength is gone, and now impact will slay you. And let's see what else we got here. We got ourselves some Captain America 242. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Of course, who's the one guy in chains? They put the black man in chains. My God. Jeez. 243. They could put anybody else there needing rescue in chains. Nope. We're putting the black man. And now Adonis. When Captain America dies, I will gain eternal life. Sweet. Captain America is the fountain of youth. Film at 11. We got 244. The Monster Berserk. And the last book, which I was going to complete this run because I've decided originally I was going to do up to issue 200, but then because there were so many cool books there at a reasonable price, I decided I'd go up to 250, and there it is, issue 250. He's the people's choice, Captain America for president. That's great. Let's just elect a drug user. What could go wrong? Well, I mean, he's not a bad one, I suppose, but there's worse things that we could do. All right. Anyways, enough of that bitter batter, tilly tally banter. Let's get on to the last book in my pickup. Now, this book is a book that I had on my target list. I was looking for it about this grade. I was able to work the guy a little bit on the price, and was able to get myself Silver Surfer issue 4. That famous cover. Of course, now it's the second appearance of Mephisto, so that's just important. Just Thor versus a Silver Surfer, great book. This one in the old slab. If I do anything with this, I'll have it reholdered, and that is it. So looking at the book, there is some significant creasing down here. There's some other issues. So, I mean, I was looking at this with a buddy of mine. There are some pressable issues here, but there's a lot of issues that aren't, such that at best, you're probably getting a 6, which is what it is now. But there's an equal chance that it could knock down to a 5.5 and maybe even a 5, depending upon what happens. So this is a book that will leave it exactly how it is. If I do anything with it, it'll be to send it in for a reholder, because I do not like, this is the old slab. Not only do I not like that, but I don't know if you can really tell, but this label is falling backwards. So the label's not in there well. It's not like today's books where the inner well extends up and holds that label. Instead, the label's just in its own little segment compartment, separate from the inner well of the book. So yeah, that's that. But plus these older slabs, I mean, I could just rip this apart. You can, your hand go right here. I could just pop this open, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah. Anyways, matter of fact, that corner's a little ding. You almost get concerned. You look at, now you're like, in hindsight, double checking the corners. This is something that's important with these old books, because they are easy to do this. It is possible somebody could swipe stuff out. So you got to really check those corner posts to make sure you don't break. CGC is pretty good about their corner posts will snap and leave damage points if that was the case. Anyway, so it looks good. It is what it is. So that's it. I've rambled. I've gone on. You've sat there and been moderately entertained. At the end of the day, we come to a message. Think about subscribing if you're not already. Follow a notification bell, blah, blah, blah. And then with that, we say, thank you for watching. Please be sure to collect what you want. Don't listen to anyone, especially me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.